Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and please do remember, if you do not like what I say, how I say it, or why I say it, then please do feel free to click off this video and go about the rest of your day in peace. And so we are back again with another pick a card reading, and this time we are talking about the synchronicities, the omens, the signs, the crazy coincidences that you might be seeing right before you meet your divine counterpart, your perfect other half, your divine masculine, your divine feminine, or whatever other label that you would like to put towards that, you know, like soulmate or twin flame. Just make sure that you do your research before you subscribe to any specific sort of label, just because I've noticed that there seems to be a lot of kind of contradictory information out there on the internet about, you know, what exactly is a soulmate, what exactly is a twin flame. So just make sure you do your research before like really jumping in like, oh, this is exactly what I'm looking for, when really you're thinking about maybe something else. So that's why I just personally prefer to use, you know, divine masculine, divine feminine, your divine counterpart. So that is what we're going to be looking at here in this reading. And so it'll be interesting to see. I'm not sure how much I will necessarily be talking about, you know, who is this person. We're going to be more so focused on what synchronicities, what things might be occurring that are signs to let you know that you might be meeting this person. And so on that regard, if you are seeing these signs, these synchronicities, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean that like within the next hour you're gonna meet this person. It could be, but maybe not necessarily, just because, you know, spirit and the universe works on its own, you know, system. It doesn't have the same concept as time that we do. And so definitely just be aware of that. Be aware of the signs and synchronicities. That's really what this is a big thing, is pointing out, you know, what are these signs, what could be these signs and synchronicities, to let you know like, hey, if I see this, this tells me I'm on the right track to meeting, you know, my divine counterpart in that sense. So that's what I'm really kind of gearing this reading towards. So with that said, let's go ahead and talk about the piles that we have here. I will also be pulling charms for each pile, in addition, for more, you know, more signs, more symbols that might be of use to you guys in recognizing when you're getting close to that time that you might meet your person. So we have pile 1 up here with the zebra jasper. We have pile 2 with the opalite stone. We have pile 3 with the red calcite. We have pile 4 with the labradorite. We have pile 5 with this purple goldstone. And then pile 6 is here with the sodalite stone. So definitely take as much time as you need. You know, meditate on each pile. Use a pendulum if need be. Use your own body as a pendulum. Ask your spirit guides and your angels, you know, to point you in the right direction of what pile. And of course, if you're attracted to more than one pile, that is perfectly fine. Obviously, you know, these are general readings for a lot of different people watching these videos, so your personal message might be spread across more than one pile. So definitely don't, you know, discredit if you are worried, you know, don't be worried if you're attracted to more than one pile because of that. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into for all of you who picked pile 1 with this zebra jasper. Let's go ahead and start off by pulling your charms to see what signs and synchronicities might come up here. Let's see, my pile 1. Okay, so we got a couple messages here. So let's see what we got. We have, the purpose of life is to know yourself and love yourself and trust yourself and be yourself. We also have, appreciate yourself and honor your soul. And the purpose of life is to know yourself. Oh, we have that as double time here. So definitely with these, I feel like it's so important. Since, of course, these readings, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you might not be watching this for a romantic connection, but that is definitely more what these readings are geared toward, is that, you know, your divine other half that is more on that romantic side, you know, to balance you out perfectly. And so, first and foremost, I think it's so important for you guys and for everybody really to make sure that you know yourself, you love yourself completely first and foremost, and you feel like you are in a good state before even worrying about, connecting with another person. I feel like, let's see what else. So, bears might be important for you guys. We also have, I'm a Dean girl, but I'm Sam Curious. We got this little frog with the wings. So I definitely feel like seeing unusual things out in nature, definitely be aware of any sort of lights, that you see in the corner of your eye. Definitely like nature spirits, elementals. We have this. So again, being uniquely yourself. We also have Daddy's Girl. We have the hot air balloon, so that could be getting a higher perspective, or you might see that might be a significant symbol. I see a few hearts here. Cats might be significant, as well as birds, especially owls. The sound of owls hooting. We have the cat charm coming up twice, so cats might be very important. And look at that. Be you. That message is coming up so strong for you guys. So yeah, definitely don't be, I feel like for you guys, when you feel at your strongest, at your best, that is when you will meet your other half. And all the signs, everything is pointing you to work on yourself a lot, I feel like. Be the captain and steer your own ship. What are you sort of cooking up in your mind? What key are you trying to acquire to unlock some aspect of yourself here? So let's go ahead, set that there, and let's start looking at your cards. Oh my God. Let's move this over a little bit more. So we have the Empress. We also have the Knight of Wands. We have the Death card too as well. Wow. We have card 25, Prosperity. Prosperity is flowing towards you, so be open to receive it. Let's see what else. We have 5, Releasing. Look at that. We also have, oh, look at this, Dragon, Discover Your Courage. So right there, we have double dragon imagery right here. So I definitely feel like that. Let's talk a little bit about what I'm seeing right here. So of course with that Empress, that goes back to what we were talking about in your charms, about really feeling in your seat of power, really, abundant. We have that Prosperity card, so you're going into this time of being reborn, with the Releasing here, and the Death card with that Phoenix rising sort of energy, really releasing the past, letting go of things that are no longer serving you, and rising above, seeing that clearer, higher perspective. And I definitely feel like, maybe snakes are an important aspect for you guys, as well as, the element of fire. I definitely feel like with these dragons, and especially with this one in particular, with the Knight of Wands, maybe be aware of any sort of foreign, communications that you receive. Maybe your person might be from a foreign land or something. There's some element of travel here, of adventure. And another thing that sort of I picked up when I saw this card was the element of climate, strange, unusual weather, it might seem a little bit morbid, but kind of like natural disasters, like a volcano erupting, thunderstorms, just these earth shaking movements and changes like that. Again, I'm also seeing travel. Again, Dragon, Discover Your Courage. And that's even with the Knight of Wands. I feel like this is all about you guys starting something new and heading out on a journey and really being reborn in that way. And it's going to bring prosperity. It's all about being open to that, because you're going to be receiving something. Oh, look at this. We have card 3, Awakening, Ancient Knowledge, Memories, and Connections. So again, rising up in your own energy, getting connected to that. Again, I'm feeling like birds, the element of fire, but also water here as well. The Death card is a Scorpio energy. The Empress is a Venus energy, so that could be related possibly to Taurus. And I'm trying to think of the other signs that are ruled by Venus. Again, fire sign with that Knight of Wands. Maybe, the Year of the Dragon is significant for you guys. Number-wise, definitely 3, because we have 3 with Awakening. We have 3 with the Empress. The Death card is a 13. 25, we have 7, 5. Let's see what else we have. We also have the Shield. You are safe from harm. Again, on your journeys, you're going to be protected. You are protected right now. What you've gone through in the past, you're going through this element of releasing, being reborn with the death card, and you're going to be protected in that moment from any sort of harm. Also, I'm really picking up on this sort of the canyons here, the desert rocks. For some reason that might be significant. Mountains, just sort of these interesting rocky terrains. I'm even picking that up here, even though we have a big ocean. Let's see. Oh, no way. Literally, I'm talking about that. And that's your other card we have here next. We have mountains, stand your ground. So yes, standing firm in what it is you believe. And again, I feel like the mountains are an important synchronicity for you guys, especially maybe you're going to be traveling. Maybe an opportunity to travel to the mountains is coming up. I'm picking up on that element of 3, the number 3 with these 3 stars down here. We also have, look, the path, card 8. So infinity here. So let's go ahead and actually talk about this card in particular. So with the path, the way is open for you. The path is illuminated. Begin the journey now. Respond and take action. We must be courageous and move forward. So yeah, that's definitely a huge part of what I'm seeing here. When you are moving, when you are starting on this new path, when you've gone through this process of going through the death kind of moment with the card and, doing this releasing moment, stepping into your Empress energy, birth of a new idea, that is when you're in that moment of taking action, especially for your life and moving towards the things that you truly want, being courageous in that way, pursuing that ancient knowledge, past life situations. Maybe your person is somebody you knew from a past life. Anyway, you're taking this journey, this travel. That is when you will meet your particular person. Again, I'm picking up on the element of the stars. And look, we have the mountains here again, or canyons. Maybe this is a desert. However this is resonating for you, it could be one of those things. And so, look at this. This is crazy. Your final card is Keep Your Dreams Alive, card 25. So we have that coming up twice here. Card 25 with prosperity and card 25 here with Keep Your Dreams Alive. And see, we have the crystals reappearing again. We also have that element of the moon, and there's 3 of these moons. So again, the number 3 for some reason might be significant for you guys. And I feel like, again, maybe working with crystals, pursuing and awakening your ancient knowledge, what matters the most to you, and pursuing your dreams without any fear about what other people might think. Again, maybe purple flowers are significant for some of you guys. So what else am I picking up here for synchronicities? Again, rising to a higher perspective. So you might notice a lot of things in the sky because there's so much of sort of this flying energy here with the dragons, the birds appearing, the stars. So pay attention to the sky, I feel like, as well as the mountains. Again, traveling to the mountains, going to areas that get you in a deeper connection to the sky and the earth, I feel like, is what is coming out here. Again, you guys might see a more significant, maybe the shield. So when I'm looking at this, it kind of reminds me of a family crest. So maybe that's significant in some way to a sign or a synchronicity that might appear for you guys before you meet your person. Again, look, it's appearing here. We have the shield here as well. So there's a big synchronicity right here. The shield is important protection, embracing that Empress energy. So let's go ahead and also talk about the Empress card a little bit. Since these are, of course, from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, they have a little bit of different meaning than the traditional tarot. So with the Empress, it's about initiation, the magic of alphabet. The prerequisite for magic is thought. Once put into action, the idea generates reality. So again, it's all about finally taking whatever, inspiration, ideas, this ancient knowledge, these memories within you, and following your dreams and going after it, putting the action before it, and really, again, embracing that Empress energy. I'm also picking up on this shell right here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring all of these cards up close to the camera so that you guys can have a closer look at them, because there might be some sort of a symbol that is more significant for you that might mean more. So here's of course, that Empress card. Then we have, again, the Knight of Wands. And look, we have the cat reappearing here. So maybe you'll see a lot of cats right before you meet your person. Again, I feel like the element of travel here and really taking charge of your own life is really important here. Of course, we have the purple flowers again, irises, with this death card. The phoenix, again, birds might be significant, especially anything that's like a tropical kind of bird, like an unusual looking bird. Then we have the shield. You are safe from harm. Then we have, again, the dragon. Discover your courage. Card 5 with releasing. Card 25, keep your dreams alive. There's so much detail in these cards. They're great. Then we have awakening, ancient knowledge, memories, connection. Again, castles. I feel like, again, traveling maybe somewhere that you've never been before, some foreign place, seeing some unusual landscapes. The path. Of course, mountains, stand your ground. You know, stand up for your dreams, pursue your dreams, and when you're on that journey, when you're taking that journey to achieve your dreams, that is how you'll meet your person, and it's going to help you on your path to prosperity. So yes, maybe mountains by a lake. It's either, definitely the element of mountains are going to be there in any way, whether it's by water or if it's in sort of a desert area. I definitely feel like that is important. Maybe you'll be seeing a lot of random like travel brochures or something. And so here are your charms so that you guys can get a look at these. Because again, something here might be more significant for you. Maybe cooking is important. Again, owls, the birds, taking flight, cats. Just be you. You know, keep that wheel turning. Don't get stagnant. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you guys for group 1 with the zebra jasper. Hopefully this made sense and that you got some interesting information on it. Again, going over, I'm not going too in depth with each and every single one of these cards, but I'm just looking for the overall energy I'm getting off them and sort of, again, those certain symbols that are really pointing out to me. And again, I feel like it's so important for you guys to go through this awakening, to go through this death moment where you release. Again, you go through that, you release, and you awaken, and then so much is going to set out before you on your path, and that's just going to help you, again, pay attention to these things because that will help you to know. So with that said, please do leave a like on this video, comment down below what you thought about it. If you have any other suggestions for future videos, definitely do drop those down below as well. And, you know, check out all my various links down in the description if you would like to help and support the channel. That would be awesome. And I will see you guys. All right, for those of you who picked group 2 with the opalite stone, let's go ahead and start by pulling your charms. All right, so let's go ahead and start by looking at your charms. So what we have here. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. Albert Einstein. So yes. And then we have live righteously and love everyone. We then have peace of mind comes piece by piece. And we have an admirer is concealing their affection for you. So I definitely feel like making sure that you have the right mind frame is really important. You know, the element of the moon. So removing illusions, really looking at your darker side. We also have the bear reappearing here. Tulips might be significant. Again, yeah, definitely your shadow side might be important. You know, unleashing that. So coins, pay attention to any coins you see lying on the ground out in public. You know, definitely consider picking them up because that could be a sign of synchronicity from, you know, spirit. It's also something that, you know, if you accept that sort of gift that comes across your path, it will help keep you in the right kind of mindset of receiving abundance coming in. You know, leaf change. Leaves might be important. Also dinosaurs for some reason. You know, the past. So this could be a past life connection. I'm also getting the sense of like toys. Also keys. Keys might be significant. This is also all about, unleashing hidden aspects of yourself. I'm definitely feeling a lot about the hidden aspects are coming out. Also, pay attention to your dreams. There might be synchronicities that you receive in your dreams. Also, your root and your heart chakra, I feel like you are very connected to both of those. So make sure that you keep those in balance. So let's go ahead and now go into your cards. I'm not going to go too in depth with the cards. I'm more so looking at, again, synchronicities within each card and the overall feeling I get off them. So we have the King of Pentacles. We also have the Hangman. We then have the Five of Pentacles. Wow. We also have the Three of Swords. So I definitely, or straight off, just looking at the tarot here alone, I feel like there's going to be some major challenge that is going to be presented on your path that you have to overcome. And through that, if you can weather that storm and you can make it out still with a very, strong and loving heart, understanding that, people that hurt you maybe in this situation, that is not, representing every other person in the world and how they might treat you again. Still having overflowing love in your heart and really making sure that whatever the situation is, it doesn't damage your mindset. Still stay optimistic, even if you have to do it piece by piece. Each one of those little pieces are going to build up to a larger picture. Because again, we have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Three of Swords. So, there's an element here of heartbreak, of loss, again, with the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. But again, weathering the storm and overcoming that. Maybe the winter season here is going to be significant for you guys. Then we also have, of course, something like the Hangman, which, let's go ahead and talk about these two cards. I will talk about these just because they do have kind of different meanings in this particular tarot deck than in the traditional one. So with the Hangman, this is the element of sacrifice, bonding, a strong bond, even if platonic, magic action against impediments and impotence. So I feel like, again, that is sacrificing what the limitations you believe in yourself, sacrificing, again, I think like ego, maybe, this element of not wanting to recognize your shadow self or, shedding light on that, just sacrificing it and just accepting the state that you're in and just go with the flow of the situation. Even if it's not pleasant, if you go with the flow in it and you realize like this is a learning moment, this is something I had to experience on my path because I'm going to come out of it so much stronger for it. That Hangman element is always about, reflection and kind of putting yourself into a state of standstill so that you can figure things out. So also with that King of Pentacles here, let's go ahead and talk about that. The King of Pentacles is the element of fear, the magic of the white dove. Fear increases the distance, and pursuing your partner will do no good. Happiness is born of a mutual effort to move towards each other. So again, I feel like for you guys, in particular for this group, when it comes to kind of coming into union with your divine half, it has to happen naturally. You can't be trying to force it and trying to go after it. You just have to kind of go with the flow of your natural state. And that's also what your partner has to do as well. You both will meet each other at the right divine timing after you're able to, I think, work through this situation. Again, white birds are significant here, the color white. So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. We have card 19, Manifestation. Focus on a vision beyond yourself and your unicorn will help you. So this would be a 10, so the number 1 might be significant. Let's see what else we have. We have Positive Intention, card 14. Again, look at this. We have the reappearance of the unicorn again. And again, it's that color white. I feel like when you're able to, again, get over this maybe feeling of lack, a mindset of lack or suffering, or that things do not happen the way I want them to, release the expectation. When you can release the expectation about having it specifically in this way and just be like, I'm going to give it up to the universe to help me manifest what I want. I'm going to set out positive intention, but not necessarily expecting a specific outcome. I'm just going to trust that the universe will bring me the harvest that I want. Then it will come to occur. I feel like paintings might be significant. Maybe family get-together of some sort might be, like revisiting positive memories. See what else we have. Oh, look at this. Opportunity knocks. Go for it. Again, I feel like you might be in a situation where you feel like, again, nothing is going the way that you want it to. Yeah, let's go back to this. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. So again, I feel like that is something you're kind of beating your head against a brick wall. Like you're trying to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, but that is not what's going to work for you. You have to let the opportunity knock at your door and then just go for it. Don't doubt it. Don't question. Even if it's not exactly what you were expecting, just go for it. I also feel like visions. You might receive visions of certain synchronicities. You might come up with a lot of interesting stories. People might be presenting these things. The circle, the wheel. Let's see what else we have here. We have card 39, which would be a 12, which would end up being a 3. And so this is third eye portal. Vision, clairvoyance, and clarity. Confusion. So I feel like, yeah, you guys are kind of in this confused state because, again, you're kind of blinded by a certain situation. We even have that circle reappearing here as well. And also this is the 3 of Swords, and this would add up to a 3 if I did my calculations correct. Again, I feel like you have a lot of clairvoyance about you, and I feel like you will see visions of things to come, or of certain synchronicities. I feel like for you guys might already know what the synchronicities are. Again, we also have the 5 reappearing here. So 5 might be another significant number. Let's see what else we have. We have the Green Man. The forces of nature favor you. So yes, pay attention to nature, the signs you receive in nature, the thoughts that cross your mind while you're out walking, amongst the trees or down by the water. Be in that space. We even have that appearing here. Both of these cards, all except for this card, all of these are showing an outdoor scene. So that might be very significant for you. Also, just maybe the Green Man. Maybe look up the lore of the Green Man. I'm feeling like maybe somebody's going to have a tattoo. Let's see what else we have. We have Protection Guardian. Drop your shield. So again, I'm feeling like a sense of that clairvoyance is very strong for you guys. I feel like you might hear a lot of ringing in your ear. Again, that's kind of communication from your angels. You are very protected. They're here to help you. Even if you feel like you're in a sort of crappy state, they're here 100% with you, protecting you. And they're asking you to, again, drop the shields of, this sort of negative thinking or wanting a certain perspective, of this hangman energy of kind of feeling like because you made a certain decision, you have to completely stick with that. No, you always have the choice to change your mind. Do not come from a place of fear. This is very much related to the Archangel Michael. And so next up we have the Beaver Moon, card 39. Didn't you have another? Oh yeah, look at that. The third eye portal is also 39, so that might be a significant number, or again, you add that up and it becomes 3, and so this is creation, the Beaver Moon, and we also have card 4, acceptance. So let's go ahead and review these ones, because especially with that Beaver Moon, that is actually a time period here. So the Beaver Moon occurs in November, which that is coming up here soon, so that might be significant for some of you. And so with that Beaver Moon, it is really talking about kind of something I mentioned, I feel like with this Opportunity Knocks card, you can create your own destiny, again, with that manifestation and that positive intention. Yeah, you have all the power. You just need to recognize that. I also just saw 1111, so that might also be a significant thing. So, yeah, be industrious. Every creature on earth creates. You should welcome the process of creation. Save money and time. Have a reserve. So again, I feel like, again, you guys are a very creative group, and not only that, maybe through some sort of creative outlet, that it will help you to sort of receive these visions. Even if you don't realize that's what is happening, you might think it's just, oh, this is just something that came out of my imagination. No, this is more divine it's power, it's clairvoyance, it's that clarity is coming through something that you're not necessarily recognizing is a process that helped you connect to that, I feel like. And then, of course, we have card 4 here with acceptance. So acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. The past does not exist. The future hasn't happened. There's only right now. So again, I feel like, especially with these 2 cards, it's way too much dwelling in the past with past hurts, past heartbreaks, and also too much worry of the current situation that you're in. You're putting too much focus on it in not, you know, you're trying to, again, look too much at the past, or you're worrying too much about the future and how is the current situation affecting that, instead of just stopping for a moment and recognizing, what is my current situation? Okay, so that's the kind of thing I'm currently dealing with. Now I recognize it, I can accept it, and that means I can change it because I'm actively aware of it. I'm actively recognizing, again, the shadow self here. So finally, your last card, it's card 22. So this is a master number. So again, it could be a very important number. It also adds up to 4. So again, that might be another significant number for you. And we have leap of faith. Pay attention to spider webs and spiders, as well as moths and butterflies, I feel. You know, leap of faith, just go for it. Again, you guys got that message here twice. Just go for it. If you have an idea, if you want to go after something, just go and do it. Don't worry about the current state that you're in, or maybe that you lack, you know, a certain amount of money to achieve this, or maybe because somebody in your past kind of broke your heart and told you couldn't do that thing, and so you kind of just like, oh, I guess that's just how it is then. Like, no, you can always change your fate. That's what I definitely feel like here. So again, we have white birds appearing. I definitely feel like could be a very significant thing. I feel like the fae, maybe, you know, pay attention to nature. So again, kind of the element of elementals, nature creatures, you know, that sort of veil thinning. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys for group 2. If this reading resonated for you, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about this. Did it make sense? Are you seeing some of these synchronicities already? And yeah, if you would like to help and support the channel, please do check out all the links down in the description. And I will see you guys in the next one. For those of you who picked group 3 with the red calcite, let's gonna go ahead and pull your charms first and foremost. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about these first and foremost. So we have, I remember the pizza man and it's a good memory. We also have, I'm a Dean girl, but I'm Sam curious. We also have, compassion will make you beautiful. Be prepared to accept a wondrous opportunity in the days ahead. So these are the numbers 16, 18, 21, 25, 29, and 45. So let's see if we have any repeats of those numbers. So we have, you will always live happy if you live with heart. Live righteously and love everyone. So this is all about a lot of compassion for yourself, compassion for others. Bottles might be significant for you guys. Spirals. The spiral. Christmas might be a significant time for you. Communications coming in fast, especially with this cell phone here. This messages from far away. Maybe the return of something that you... Oh, we had a little turtle hiding here. So the turtle might be significant. Pay attention to the sky, to the stars, rainbows, any unique colors that you might see when you're out and about. Again, communication. Pay attention to, even if you're just out in public and you overhear somebody talking in a conversation, pay attention to like the little snippets of words you hear. Pay attention to, you know, words that you might hear on the radio or when you're listening to music, because that might be significant for some reason. So let's go ahead now and look at your cards. Now, I'm not going to go too in depth with all of these cards. I'm more looking at the overall energy and what sort of jumps out to me. So first and foremost, we have the 4 of Wands. So I definitely feel like maybe swings are going to be significant for you guys. Following your passion for sure with that Four of Wands. This is celebration. This is usually like the commitment card, but we'll get more into this particular card because its meaning does mean something a little bit different in this deck. So we also have the Eight of Cups. So starting a journey, moving away from things. Maybe, rivers are going to be significant. We also have, look at this. We have the Queen of Wands, and she's playing a harp. So again, maybe you guys are very clairaudient. Pay attention to the music that you hear. So we have the numbers 8. We have the numbers 4. We also have 42, which would be a 6. So King of the Unicorns, you are blessed with majesty, vision, and power. So again, I feel like you guys pay attention to, again, the sky, I feel like. We also have card 6, fulfillment. So yes, once you feel, again, this is kind of a similar message that is going across all the cards, all the decks, I feel like. And that is when you feel like you are at a certain state of acceptance of yourself, you have a lot of compassion for yourself, a lot of love, self-love, you've worked on it. That is when the door opens to the road ahead that will help to lead you to your divine counterpart. When you fulfill yourself first and foremost, that is when somebody else can come in to teach you something new, something more on your path here. I'm also seeing, again, foxes. Let's see. We also have card 43 with ascension. So again, look at that. We have that same symbology coming through, going through a door, a bright doorway that's going to help you to not only ascend, but be more fulfilled in your path. I feel like this is a card of alignment. You're moving towards something because you're leaving something behind, and it's going to help you to find the fulfillment that you want. Again, follow your heart and also follow your ear for some reason. We also have Archangel Raphael, provider of healing of mind, body, and spirit. So you're going through a very healing time right now. And so butterflies might be significant. Deer, blue butterflies, the color yellow. We also have, look at this, card 15, which is a card 6. Look at that. We have a synchronicity right there. And that is exploration, boldness, unknown, limitless. Go after the unknown. Just step out into it. I feel like that is what you need here on your journey. You need to step into a place that is foreign to you. It's unknown. And it's going to help you to heal. I definitely feel like this is a strong crown chakra kind of energy. So again, enlightenment, ascension, through taking this exploration, through that boldness. So what else do we have here? We have the Spirit. Unseen forces watch over you. Literally, maybe one of your guardian angels is Archangel Raphael. I'm definitely feeling this strong angel connection here. You are guided, you are protected, maybe even by an ancestor in particular. And so they are watching over you, and they're going to be sending you a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities. You might be hearing ringing in your ear, and it's going to help to point you in the right direction. I feel like if you try to move in a certain direction and you get a lot of resistance trying to move in that way, that is, your spirit angel team and guides telling you that's not the right direction. So adjust and just keep heading forward. Even if you can't see the path in front of you, just keep moving. Oh yeah, look at this. So we have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. We also have the Hermit, retreat and recharge, and then Broken Arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So arrows might be significant for some of you. Again, I'm feeling a strong sense of you guys have an ancestor guardian here that is trying to point you in the right direction. I feel like your mission here is to move beyond a certain pattern that maybe some of your ancestors before you have kind of repeatedly done. And through the act of meditation and retreating into your own space, taking your own sort of spiritual pilgrimage, that is going to help to enlighten you, and you're going to be able to see these patterns in a more obvious way. You're going to be receiving a lot of communications. I feel like this is a group that your signs and synchronicities might come more in the sense of auditory than necessarily visual ones. Then we have we have actually 2 cards from here. So we have card 37, which would be a 8, let's see, 8, 9, 10. So this would be a 1. Then we have 23, which would be a 5. So we have the harvest moon, fruition. And then we have the last quarter moon with gratitude. So again, I feel like that connection to your ancestors, to your family history. Understand where you've come from. Maybe even taking a trip back to sort of an ancestral land. And, have gratitude for everything that you currently have and have experienced thus far. And so with the harvest moon, that is actually a specific time period, I believe. Yes, the harvest moon actually happens right now in this September. So this is going to be the full moon that we're going to have, which will be in Pisces. I will do a future video on that. And so maybe this month is going to be really important. Maybe you'll receive some news. Maybe there's going to be some sort of family reunion. Follow it. I'm getting a really fruitful sense here. A lot of growth. Sweetness for some reason. Again, have gratitude for everything that you are experiencing right now, because I definitely don't get a negative sense off really ending these cards. I just feel like it's time to do some healing, have a lot of compassion for yourself, and if you need to move, then move. Take that journey, even if it's not a physical one. Take the mental one through the act of meditation, your hermit's journey. That's what this is definitely about. So maybe you'll be able to connect to your divine counterpart on this hermit journey, even if it's just something like clairvoyance in that way. Maybe you get messages, you hear them kind of speak to you from their higher self to your higher self, or maybe it's after you have completed this hermit journey, then you'll be right about to meet them. So finally, we have a look at this card 28, which would be another 10, I believe. So this would be 1 again, bountiful harvest. And then we have card 38, which would be a 11. So again, a lot of 1 energy. So the number 1, 111, 11 might be very significant for you guys. And again, I'm getting the sense of harvest. Pay attention to sort of the foods around you, things that are growing, things that are being harvested, bees in particular. And so finally, I'm actually going to read this acceptance of love because I'm just feeling kind of drawn to do that. So this card 38, acceptance of love, it says, this image is a representation of the harmony of opposites, masculine and feminine. You have the ability to give love freely to yourself and to others. It is important to understand that you are whole, complete, and perfect now and will enhance the life of another. Love can happen. Love is the truth of all situations. Love the soul embodied inside you. Express more love. In your life, allow yourself to feel loved. Everything happens exactly when it's supposed to. In that order, everything that happens is what is supposed to take place. You bring a bright light and individuality into the world. Also, bright lights might be important for you guys because, again, we had a lot of that sort of appearing here with the flame in this 4 of Wands, with both of these doors, this sort of rising sun, I feel like. So yeah, literally, this is kind of what we're talking about, is this union of perfect melding halves. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. It's you're connecting to your divine masculine or your divine feminine energy-wise, because we all have both of those elements within us, and we have sort of an inclination to being more of maybe the divine masculine for a time or the divine feminine, and vice versa, our partner. So again, I feel like you guys are a group who are very close to, I think, meeting your divine other half. It's just a matter of taking that one more step of healing to go on that journey and really just pour so much love and compassion into your own soul and really reaping the benefits of that. Again, reaping the harvest, I feel like, is a big thing here. So yes, that is what I'm seeing for you guys for my group 3s with the red calcite. If this reading resonated for you, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Also, I will say, pay attention to this full moon that is coming up here in September. It might be a very good time for you to set out certain intentions and manifestations, or maybe work on this healing process. Whatever resonates better for you with working with the full moon, that might be important for you guys. Again, I feel like a lot of auditory sort of communication is coming through to you. So you might be receiving more calls or texts than usual, or having, unusual sort of ringing in your ear, or maybe you'll hear somebody call your name, but like nobody's around. I also just saw 222, so that might be significant for somebody who's watching this. And so, yes, I definitely feel like you guys are so close to the union that you want, especially with this Four of Wands. So again, you might be taking a trip to go, see family. Maybe there's a birthday, an anniversary, a wedding of some sort for some of you. So yes, if you would like to help us support the channel, please do check out all the links down in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. For those who picked group 4 with the labradorite stone, I want to just straight up start off by saying, when I was pulling these cards, I was getting a very strong sense of frequency, like a sound tone. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Like a certain sort of level of energy, that your soul is resonating at. I feel like maybe you guys are going through something like that, or it's going to help, like you're going to feel sort of this hum of energy when you're close to meeting your other person. So with that said, let's go ahead now and pull your charms. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and see. We have the bottle reappearing. Also, we have the wand, so something like the Ace of Wands. A lot of fiery, a lot of creative energy, and just going for things. It's the energy of just do it. The pentagram might be significant for some of you. I feel like when you're in a state where you have really integrated your shadow self, that is when you'll be very close to meeting your other person. Peace of mind comes piece by piece. We also have an admirer is concealing their affections for you. We also have your talents will be your talents will be recognized and suitably rewarded. So yes, we have this rocking horse. So I feel like, again, kind of movement might be significant. Maybe just the rocking horse is a significant symbol for you guys. Kind of seeing through the veil of things, I feel like. So the signs Aries and Scorpio might be significant in some way, either to your own chart or maybe your person's. Courageous, passionate. That's that wand energy right there. Oops, I'm just dropping everything right now. So again, I feel like you guys are going to have a lot of that energy. You're going to be feeling very good, very accomplished, I think, right before you meet your person. You'll have a lot of peace of mind, and it's a peace of mind that you have built piece by piece over time. You've worked very hard for what it is you've achieved. Pay attention to coins that you might be seeing laying on the road, apples, the tree of life, having a lot of good luck, unusual streaks of luck. Just random things, even something as simple as finding maybe, a penny on the ground or $1 on the ground. That's going to be sort of a unique sign of luck, I feel like. Again, maybe you'll see a lot of frogs. Maybe that's significant. Let's go ahead now and check out your cards. Again, I won't be going too in depth with all of these cards, but I'm more so looking at the overall things that stand out to me and the overall energy. So we have card swords, the 9 of swords. So this is an interesting one. Sense of smell, incense, black cats. Also, we have card 20 of judgment. So again, sound might be significant for some of you. Black cats again. And then we have the 4 of wands. So I feel like celebration will be very big. I feel like there'll be herds of animals. You'll see herds of animals kind of roaming about, maybe pink or yellow roses. Let's see what else we have. We have card 23, perspective. Imagine your situation from a higher perspective. Before I keep going on here, again, judgment is kind of that, it's actually related to Scorpio, since this is Pluto, and Pluto, of course, is the ruling planet of Scorpio. So again, it's kind of that similar to the Death card. We even have the butterfly reappearing here, sort of rising again, a rebirth, kind of taking that final stretch on your journey to go after what it is you want. Now, I'm also going to talk about that Nine of Swords, since it does have a slightly different meaning in this deck than traditionally. Let's see. So this is rubbing. The magic of the black cat. See, the black cat might be very significant. Maybe you're a significant person that you're going to meet has a black cat, or maybe you do, or maybe you'll just see a lot of them. So the magic of the tears. Even pain can be transformed into power. You mustn't flee from emotions, but rather use them to find the true essence. Oops, excuse me, I'm reading the wrong thing. But actually, that might be significant for you guys for some reason. But so the magic of the black cat is taking some distance to restore harmony, exciting to appease desire, giving of oneself to let mystery die. Even the world of love is the fruit of paradoxes. You must begin again after each error. So it's interesting that I started reading the other meaning as well. Again, I feel like you guys are kind of going through another small transformation here, and it's really important to not be afraid of the paradoxes and to not flee away from emotions. I feel like with that Nine of Swords, I think that is typically kind of a very trapped, stuck energy. And even with something like this, with this perspective, view your emotions from in a different way. Again, Scorpio and kind of Aries are two very, I would say, similar in the sense that they have a lot of emotion in two very different ways. Aries are very, exuberant, kind of out there with what they are going to say and what they're going to do, while Scorpios are a little bit more quiet about it. But I feel like there's some sort of paradox here with your emotions. Maybe the kind of persona you present to the outside world versus what you're actually feeling inside and kind of what you want to move towards. Again, this would add up to a 5, so that's usually representing change or also conflict. So again, examine your situation from a higher perspective. So again, don't get sort of dragged into feeling one way versus another. I hope that makes sense. It's kind of an odd thing. Let's see what else we have here. We have card 32, moving towards the light. Again, I think you're moving towards the right direction. I think you're moving out of this Nine of Swords energy and you're moving into the future, to this Four of Wands. Again, you're another group that I feel are like fairly close to kind of coming into union with your divine half. At least you're pointed in the right direction now. And along with that, we have dreams. So believe in your dreams. So big thing right there. Definitely, you might be getting a lot of messages. You might be getting a lot of synchronicities and signs, omens, however you want to describe it, in your dreams. So definitely be having a dream journal. Write down your dreams and pay attention to, I feel like things that occur in your dreams, even like little minute details, will appear in your waking world. And that will be a sign that, hey, I'm moving in the right direction, and keep following that. Then, oh my God, we have card 21, which would be a 3, higher perspective. And look at that. We have literally the perspective card right here. And then we have card 1, adventure, innocence, play, and discovery. So again, I feel like you guys are moving towards that. You're able to see yourself in a different way. Because again, rising of getting to a higher perspective, the cosmos, awakening, unity. You guys are going through that, especially with something like the Judgment here. You are rising up once again, and you now have the key to move forward on this adventure, even if you're not sure exactly what the destination is. I feel like rainbows might be significant for you guys. We also have the Spider. Be meticulous and patient. So again, take your time on this journey. It doesn't need to be a race. It can be a slow jog. Also obviously pay attention to spiders, to spider webs. That might also be a synchronistic sign that you will see. Maybe your person has a tattoo of a spider, or maybe you do. We also have 3 of these cards. So we have Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. We also have Magic Guardian. Unlock the magic within. And then we have the Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. And look, she has like these painted tattoos on. So again, maybe that's a significant sign. You know, again, make plans and focus. You have all the magic within to achieve what you want. Again, that sense of incense, smell. So maybe you guys are more of a clairsentient? I don't think that's quite right. That's clairvoyant feeling. What is the smell one? Basically like clairvoyant smelling. And also, you know, let go of the need to be right. You don't need to be right in the... Oh, especially something like this right here with this perspective card. Look, because it's like they're fighting and then, you know, they find a way to make up. So again, don't feel the need to sort of get into rushed conflicts, you know, to try to prove a point. I feel like your point will be proved if you're right. If you truly are right in your perspective and in your point, it will be revealed as true without you pushing it. So again, let go of the need to be right and just be the peacekeeper here in whatever situation is coming up. Because again, you have a lot of power and protection to fight up and stand for your beliefs. But again, you don't always necessarily need to push it to cause a conflict, even though you can totally handle the conflict, I feel like. And oh, wow. So next up, we have the waning crescent moon. So that might be a significant period. And we have protection again with doubly so with the Shield Maiden, and here you are protected, you're guided. I feel like pay attention to birds, especially like house sparrows. If you're not familiar with a house sparrow, they kind of look like this. Maybe Google that. This is also card 24, so that would be a 6. And so, again, I feel like you're being guided on the right path. I feel like you guys just need to make sure that you don't get into unnecessary arguments. And again, look at everything from a higher perspective because you are going through a time of awakening once again. And finally, sure enough, your last card is card 36, which would be a 7, 8, 9, which we have the 9 of Swords here. So again, another synchronicity. I just saw 11, 11 again. And intuition. So this is all about trusting your intuition, your crown chakra here. Listen to what you receive, whether it's clairaudient, if it's clairvoyance, if it's clairsentience, whatever it may be. Maybe this is more like claircognizance, so clairvoyant knowing. You know, look up all of those elements. Just trust your gut feeling. Don't doubt the sort of messages that you get. Again, I'm feeling that rainbow light is very important for you guys. Also animals, because we have a lot of that kind of reappearing here. So pay attention to animals and what they're doing around you. Maybe within this card, there's a significant animal that you're seeing here that might help to point you in the right direction. Again, I feel like you guys are headed on the right path. So is there anything else that I'm seeing here? Again, there's an element here of maybe, I definitely feel like this is one of the strongest things for you guys is the dreams. Pay attention to what is crossing your mind in your dream world. Because again, I feel like you might even be receiving communications from your divine other half. They might be meeting you in your dream. So that might help you to recognize them and know when they're coming closer to you, because the signs and the things you see within those dreams might be significant to that person. Maybe this person is a musician, so pay attention to the music that you start to get into. I feel like you'll suddenly gain interests in things that normally you wouldn't have been interested in before. So maybe things like gardening, animals, music. These sort of things are going to catch your interest in a way they hadn't before. Maybe even, again, sense of smell I feel like is important here. So all of those elements might just come up on your mind more and more. And that's actually you connecting to your other half. Because again, I feel like you guys have a very strong intuition and you're going to have a kind of a psychic link to whoever this person is, again, with that higher perspective. So yes, if this reading resonated for you guys, please do leave a like on this video. Now, comment down below what you thought about it, if it made sense to you. And please do feel free to check out all the links down in the description if you would like to help and support the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. For all of you who picked group 5 with the purple gold stone, let's go ahead and start off by pulling your charms. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about these first and foremost. So again, we have the bottle. Surprises. There might be a lot of random things that happen right before you meet your person. Like, it's going to be so strange. Like, so many unusual things are going to happen and going to occur. They're kind of going to be like divine detours that are going to be presented on you, and you kind of just have to go with it. We have a lot of extra messages here. So what do we got here? Appreciate yourself and honor your soul. We have use your head to live with heart. We have love is an experience of infinity. Live light, travel light, spread the light, be the light. So with both of those, I feel like maybe the infinity symbol is going to be important to you. Also the number 8, lights. Be very mindful of like weird, unusual electrical like things that happen around you, or maybe you just see strange lights out of the corner of your eye. Maybe you're looking up at the sky at night and you see unusual lights. Pay attention to all of that. We also have peace of mind comes piece by piece. And then finally, we have innocence and time once lost can never be regained. So this is all about not dwelling on the past, just keep moving forward. We have the number 7, 18, 27, 31, 38, and 41. We have this spiral shell. So again, I feel like that's kind of a repeat of infinity for some reason. I feel like we have Gemini here. That is kind of like infinity. So we have Gemini and we have Cancer. So intelligent and imaginative. So maybe pay attention to those signs. Maybe they're significant for your chart or maybe your person's chart. We have the key reappearing here. So, unlocking aspects of yourself. We have the Eiffel Tower. So maybe you'll see a lot of, things connected to Paris. Or maybe this is just about gaining a higher perspective. We also have the bird, the dove, I feel like here. So again, having hope and really pay attention to birds around you. This clothes hanger. So, putting extra oomph into your own self-care. Look your best, feel your best, however that resonates for you. So let's also now go ahead and look at your cards. So again, I'm not going to go super in depth with each and every one of these cards, but I'm more so looking at sort of repeating things as well as just the overall energy. So we have, look at this, we have Temperance. I'm pretty sure in the traditional Temperance card in the tarot, it has the infinity symbol as well. I could be wrong, but I feel like, again, this is related to that. It's about balance. It's about alchemy. It's about combining all these elements. So again, I feel like you might be seeing birds and also red roses. We then have the 6 of Cups. So again, maybe being at some beautiful garden here. Maybe, revisiting childhood places, memories. Maybe that will come up a lot for you. We also have the King of Cups. So again, that's very much tied to the water element. So we also have that Cancer charm. So I definitely feel like being very emotionally stable. Pay attention to the ocean, to maybe the smell of the ocean and the sound of it. Seahorses, turtles. We then also have the 7 of Wands. So standing up for your beliefs, defending what it is you believe in, or maybe the people that you want to protect. And knowing that you can handle the battle, because maybe some people don't fight fair, and so attack could come from any direction. So I feel like maybe even pay attention to bamboo, the wind, as well as if you were like out hiking in the woods and you hear like animals fighting, maybe that's going to be significant for some reason. We also have card 10 with freedom. Let the unicorn set you free. So again, this is unshackling yourself from things in the past that no longer serving you. And again, finding your truest balance. We also have 2, inner calling, and we have card 30, energy. So I feel like, this is obviously a call for you to follow your truest path, follow your heart. Even if other people might be very contradictory, maybe it's something from a past life that you feel very connected to, or something maybe you were interested in as a child. That is your inner calling. Follow it. We also have energy. So I feel like, again, you guys are going to be rising up in frequency with your energy and, embrace it. It might make you feel very strange because, again, you're going to be tapping into a whole new, dimension in a sense. Again, that's kind of that gaining a higher perspective here, kind of becoming that divine alchemist, but understanding your energy. We also have card intuition. Trust your intuition. So again, pay attention to sound, to your gut instinct. Just again, so much about this is, your intuition is helping you to find your inner calling. When you set yourself free from other people's expectations, what you thought was correct for you, and instead go into yourself and listen and see like what is the right thing for me, because your intuition is letting you know. Your guides are speaking through you with your intuition to point you in the right direction to your inner calling, which is going to give you the freedom you want. So we also have, look at this, emotional freedom, card 12. Vulnerability, flowing, rebalancing. That's temperance right there. That's also the King of Cups right here. Emotional freedom. There's so much here about being free, about, again, raising your vibration stars. We also have the root portal, card 33, which is a master number. So 3 might be significant for you guys. We also have card 30 here as well. And so vitality, stability, and survival, fearful. So this is all about your root chakra. This is about your family. So maybe you need to do some inner work, kind of go back and look at your childhood and see if there's any unhealed wounds there. And again, balance out your root chakra. In order to balance out all of your other chakras, it starts with the root portal. And I just realized this is card 12. This adds up to a 3. So 33, 333 might be significant for you guys. We then have, look at this. We have the sun. Your perseverance is rewarded. So again, keep on the path, keep working and trying to break those, maybe ancestral chains so that you can keep moving towards what your inner calling really is. We also have the gate. A barrier keeps you from your goal. So I feel like there might be a blockage in your root chakra that is really kind of stagnating your energy. And that's going to in turn kind of stagnate you from coming into union with your other half. I also feel like, look at this, you literally have the key charm and then you have the gate. So this is a big message here that whatever this blockage is, whatever this barrier is that keeps you from your goal, you have the key to, unlock the gate, to remove the barrier. You just need to recognize it. And again, I feel like claiming your power, claiming your balance. We then have winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. So wasn't I saying something about that with this 7 of Wands here? Something about the wind. So I feel like, again, the wind might be very significant to you. Maybe that air element coming through with Gemini, air and water. And again, you're going to go through a transition here because, again, you're breaking free. When you go through that transition and you're balancing yourself out, the synchronicities you see in that moment will help you to let you know you're on the right path and you're very close to meeting your other half. And oh my God, look at this. So we also have the sun card. And funny enough, I said, air and water, but we also, again, we have the sun card, and now you have the fire guardian and the water guardian. So again, this could be the balance of fire and water, of passion, creativity, as well as emotions. Inspiration, intuition, the mystical side. Again, we have that emotional freedom here as well. So connect with your emotions and ignite your passions. So again, this is all about the fire of your inner calling coming through. And then this is all about that emotional freedom. Connect with your emotions and what is it that you've been, I feel like, ignoring in that way. We then have, that's what this is going to lead to, is literally power with the full moon. So this is card 16, which would be a 7. And look, so we have a repeat right here, 7 and 7. So again, you guys have a lot of power. I want to actually read this one a little bit because I feel called to. So step into your true power, shine brightly. Do not hide who and what you are. The time is right to attract big things for yourself. Ancestral energy is important. Open your mind to larger possibilities. Big magic can be brought about. So yes, you guys have the magic, and again, it's even bringing up that ancestral stuff. So I feel like maybe there's a little bit more work for you guys to do before you can meet your other person, as far as kind of going back in time, revisit your childhood, even going further back into past lives, and kind of work out maybe what karma you're still holding on to from, again, your childhood, or maybe, again, your past. It's something that is definitely strongly related to your root chakra here. Maybe you'll see a lot of the color red flowers. I think I've already mentioned that. And finally, we have cards 8 and we have card 46, which would be a 7, 8, 9, 10, which would be a 1. And so again, we have gratitude and appreciation. So again, this is just having gratitude and appreciation for everything that you have and for other people around. That's even as something as simple as saying thank you, holding the door open for somebody. It's like those little acts of kindness are going to help to incur good karma for you and help you in your manifestation. Again, the element of the full moon is really important here. So for you guys, that might be a big synchronicity, is the full moon, and the energy around the full moon is very much connected to your own energy. And then, of course, we have breakthrough. Again, there's the infinity with the number 8. And so I feel like, again, you guys are very close to the breakthrough you want. Again, I feel like, rising up out of the water, gaining that emotional freedom that we're seeing here, so that you can get out of maybe whatever funk it is. Again, it's that balance. Maybe it's a father figure that's important, because we have that King of Cups. Hopefully this is helping to give you guys some ideas of maybe some synchronicities to keep in mind, maybe a certain state. Maybe for you guys, it's less so about actual, tangible synchronicities, if that's how you want to say it, around you, and more about a state of mind, about a state of being with that sense of emotional freedom overall, breakthrough, when you can finally, oh, wow, my ear just started ringing really bad. So I think I'm on the right track here with saying that, when you have broke through whatever this blockage is in your root chakra, that is when, the manifestation will happen, and you can draw in that person, because you are the divine alchemist. You have the power. You are the magic, literally. So again, also, you have so much of the moon here, and then we had that Cancer card, and that is the planet that rules Cancer is the moon. So maybe you guys have Cancer in your chart or something, or maybe take a closer look at your astrology chart and see what is in connection to your moon. Because again, kind of like the big three are kind of like your sun sign, your rising sign, and then your moon sign, because that has to do with your emotions. So maybe that's a big message here. Look at that. Maybe look at where maybe you have some sort of fire in your chart. Look at your career center. So like your 10th house, I believe, or maybe like your fortune or your MC. Kind of look at those areas in your astrology chart. Because again, for you, it's all about getting balance. I don't feel like it's so much about, oh, I keep seeing this number synchronicity, that means I'm really close to meeting my person. No, I feel like for you guys, it's more about this inner work and working through a blockage, and then gaining your emotional freedom and freedom in general, and then follow your intuition, get on path to following your inner calling, and that's when you're going to meet your person. You will meet your person when you're following your inner calling. So you already have the answers. Again, you have the key to unlock that gate. And once you just finally put the action, put the energy towards it, it will happen. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. If this reading resonated for you, please do leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you thought about it. Feel free to check out all the links down in the description if you would like to help and support the channel. That would be awesome. And I will see you guys. All right, for my 6th and final group, let's go ahead and dive into your charms first and foremost. All right, and so let's see what the messages are that we have here. We have, you will always live happy if you live with heart. We also have, compassion will make you beautiful. Peace of mind comes piece by piece. A lot of people have gotten that in this reading. We also have, a pleasant surprise is in store for you. And finally, you will enjoy good health you will be surrounded by luxury. So we have the bottle again, so that might be significant, especially on that element of luxury. So really treating yourself, doing a lot of self-care. I feel like, again, releasing things that you no longer need to be holding on to. The color blue might be significant for you. Eyes. Embracing your high priestess energy, that sort of dark, mysterious world, intuition. I feel like dancing might be significant for some of you guys as far as the synchronicity. Maybe you'll go out dancing and maybe you'll meet this person. Just really embracing your own uniqueness and you choosing to always be happy. The anchor, so maybe anything surrounded by the water, boats, I'm forgetting the word, sailing maybe. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's something joyous about to occur, so choose to be happy. You know, it's something you build up to piece by piece, but it definitely work on that self-care. So let's go ahead now and check out your cards. I won't be delving into these too deeply, but I'm looking more so at synchronicities within the cards themselves, as well as the overall energy. And so starting off, we have the moon, and I mentioned the high priestess, which is so connected to the moon. So again, feeling like you might find some unique gem, being very close to the ocean, again, celebration, having fun. We have the card Temperance, which is card, it would add up to a 5. So Temperance is all about balance. Maybe you go to a yoga class. Maybe you're very attracted to sort of these meditative practices, and that will be a sign, you know, that could be something your significant other is also interested in, and that's why you become very interested and very invested. Again, I feel like this is all about self-care as well. I also just saw 222, so that might be significant. We also have the Knight of Cups, that water element coming out again, so being very focused on your goals. I feel like some opportunity is going to be presented to you, and it's this shining kind of gem. Follow it. And then finally, we have strength. So yes, maybe the lion is very significant. Maybe Leo is significant. Also, again, I'm seeing bamboo. I'm seeing this sort of incense burning. So again, sense of smell. Listen to the birds. You know, we have also card 18, so magic. There is magic around you, so expect excitement and joy. So yeah, I definitely am getting a huge sense. When you are kind of like out there, you're experiencing, you're choosing to be happy and just having fun, that will sort of lead you to seeing more synchronicity. Oh, pay attention to the sky. You might be seeing comets or shooting stars. That's a sign. That's a synchronicity for you. Be in touch with your own magic. Oh, we have card 33, success. Yes, you guys are going to have success. With this, I'm getting that sense of water. Card 33 is a master number, so 33333 might be significant numbers for you. Also, I feel like rainbows, enlightenment, you know, achievement here. We also have Battle of the Blues, take steps toward positive change. And then we have vacation, take time for relaxation or adventure. So maybe some of you are going to be going on, like right before you meet your significant other, you decide to go on a spontaneous vacation with maybe some friends or just yourself. It's very, again, luxurious. It's exciting. It is a lot of self-care in a lot of ways. And I feel like, I know, I got the sense of Italy. I'm also seeing maybe England. I'm thinking of the King Arthur story here a lot. Also, that Knight of Cups is making a reappearance. Maybe you'll meet this person in a foreign place or maybe on your travels. Again, I'm getting a very strong sense of that, both the water element and the air element. Again, the moon is going to highlight and reveal secrets to you, so be very vigilant. We also have card 9, Destiny. Divine purpose, passion, service. So you guys are being very driven towards whatever your destiny is, whatever your divine purpose is in this world. You are being called forth to do it. And I feel like it's very much connected to magic, the element of the moon. And again, I feel like there's a need here to make sure that you're doing your self-care, because the Battle of the Blues is kind of being in this state of, you know, feeling kind of bad. And so needing to do an energy shift for positive change, and that brings about, you know, this message of time for relaxation and adventure. Follow your destiny. Maybe your destiny is through this travel. I'm also seeing the color pink here, so that might be significant. We also, look at this, we have love, true love and fidelity. So hearts, you might be seeing hearts a lot, maybe cherubs, angels. And again, I feel like your destiny is definitely to meet this person somehow. And I definitely feel like, again, it's on some sort of journey you take, some sort of vacation, or just going out and having fun. Anything that you do as a form of relaxation or adventure, something, again, spontaneous, I feel like, that will lead you to this person. That is part of your synchronicity here. Maybe stargazing. We also, look at this. I literally talked about it with your charms, but we actually do have the High Priestess here. Harness mystic power. You guys are totally the High Priestess here. You have this mystical ability. It's part of your destiny, and so harness that magical power. Also, harness those mystical powers. I also feel like black cats are significant again for this group, and especially Bast. Maybe Egypt. Maybe you have an interest in that. Maybe you travel to Egypt. Or you had a past life in Egypt, I feel like, possibly. And maybe, you know, whoever your significant, your divine counterpart is, could be very much like this Knight of Cups with this very charismatic kind of knight on a white horse, super loving and just knows all the right words to say. That could be maybe something like them. They're very courageous, also with that Leo energy, I feel like. We also have card 21 with the waning gibbous moon with resilience. So yes, you guys, even with this like Battle of the Blues kind of card, you guys have experienced a lot and you take on those challenges. You have a lot of resilience. And so also with this card, I feel like, you know, this might be kind of, I feel like maybe you'll see somebody who kind of represents this resilience, like especially how this woman looks. That will be in itself a synchronicity. Also plants, like really overgrowing kind of vegetation. Also in here, what really stood out to me was like this little tucked away castle in here. So maybe some sort of, you might be seeing a lot of overgrown, kind of like abandoned structures or old castles, something like that. Also, for some reason, tentacles. So I don't know how that might resonate for you guys, but I'm just saying it. Then finally we have card 32, which would be a 5, and we have card 24, which would be a 6. So trust your own understanding and be your best self always. So again, do that self-care. Feel good in your own space. I also feel like with this, maybe mermaids might be significant. Again, that element of the ocean, the water, seahorses. Also, I just thought of like Greece. You know, trust your understanding. That is all about following your intuition, removing the mask, the planets. I feel like there's a lot here to do with astrology and astronomy. So watch the sky, be aware of how planets move around you. And again, remove the masks, see things from your higher perspective and trust your own understanding. Follow your intuition and do the things that you feel are right for you. It's all about this balance for you with temperance. I also feel like owls might be significant for you. The color, again, the color blue, really strong, as well as yellow and green. So again, I feel like as far as those synchronicity goes, again, you might receive a lot of messages at night about your person, like when you're growing closer to them. Again, you have this strong High Priestess energy, this strong connection to the mystical, the magical realms, and your guides, I feel like. So really, you'll be able to strongly pick up on the signs and synchronicities that are pointing you towards your person. I feel like your person will also kind of mirror you in a way. They might seem almost too good to be true at first, especially with that Knight of Cups, but they're going to have a much deeper side to them with that moon element here as well. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting a very strong sense of that, unlike with the other groups. Again, the sense of hidden gems, maybe pearls are important for you guys for some reason. Gold, again, this sense, again, going back to that luxury, I feel like there's going to be a lot to do with that. And again, self-care, but also enjoyment, full-hearted enjoyment into just diving into things that you really enjoy and that spark your passions. Choose to be happy. Again, if you get offers to go to a party or some sort of celebration, definitely do it, because I'm getting sort of a balance here of your self-care, your at homework, your sort of mystical studies versus, you know, also the nightlife, the party, you know, manifesting that magic, manifesting that love for you. So yes. Oh yeah, we have pearls right here too. So that's really interesting. Again, I feel like you guys, when you achieve some sort of great success that is celebrated by those around you, somehow that is connected to you meeting your divine other half. So if this resonated for you guys, yeah, dolphins too might be important. But if this resonated for you guys, please do leave a like on this video, comment down below what you thought about it, and, you know, feel free to check out all the links down below if you'd like to help and support the channel and all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one.